Right. Hello YouTube, it's the D.B.T Gamer Show. Episode 24, Part 4. And we're still reviewing Sonic Adventure for the Nintendo GameCube. If you haven't watched Part 1, 2 or 3 yet, you have missed quite a bit. So, please watch those parts before you watch this one. Now let's pick up where I left off. I left off just after explaining Gamma's story. I've explained every story, so let's go to the other stuff on my review now. Okay, good stuff about this game. The adventure mode is awesome. For every character apart from that goddamn crappy Big. Big story sucks, but every other story mode is fine. The music in this game is another good thing. The music in this game is really, really good. I'm just going to sound just now, play you a couple of tracks. You might recognise this song. This song's called Open Your Heart. All the songs in this game were done by a band called Crush 40. It's a proper band in real life, and Sega got them to do all the songs for this game, and they are all really good. Anyway, enough of that. Okay, other good stuff about this game is the mini-games feature. The mini-games feature is pretty good. After you collect 20 emblems, you will unlock a mini-game. All these mini-games are either from the Game Gear or the Sega Master System. There are actually loads on this disc. I think there's about in between 10 and 20. And I reviewed some of these games in my Sonic Gems collection and Sonic Mega collection reviews, so I will not tell you about the game, just watch the video and you'll know what they're like. So the mini game section is really good. The bosses, it's also a mission mode. The mission mode is the extra bit that adds on, especially the GameCube version. Basically, you find this little piece of paper on the floor in what levels. Pick it up, and it'll tell you to go to a certain level and collect 20 flags or 200 rings or something like that. And there's 60 missions, and there's a different number of missions for each character. Right, let's go to the bosses in this game. The bosses in this game are pretty good. Most of the bosses are pretty challenging. I'll just show you one of them. I'll pick Sonic because my favourite character. You will also get to fly the Tornado 1 and the Tornado 2 from in the game as well. This is the very first boss of the game. This is Chaos. He's extremely easy to defeat. 3 homing attacks, and he's totaled. But I actually like the attack just to show off. Chaos gets stronger every time you fight him. The Chaos you will meet will be Chaos 0, Chaos 2, Chaos 4, Chaos 6, and finally Perfect Chaos. You don't meet Chaos 5, you don't meet Chaos 1, and you don't meet Chaos 3. The Eggman bosses, or just Robotnik bosses, are all pretty good. And most of them are pretty difficult and really challenging. Especially the last boss that you will face when you fight Eggman. He's extremely difficult. Right, let's go into bad stuff about this game, because there isn't really that much of it, but there are some bad things like, when you fight the last boss, which is Perfect Chaos, I'm not going to show it to you because it'll ruin it for you, but basically when you fight the last boss called Perfect Chaos, after the first three, as soon as you start fighting it, you will, well, let me just try and fight. When you start fighting the boss, you'll first be fighting with this awesome song. You're fighting the boss along with the theme song "Open Your Heart" going in the background, which is perfect. But after you hit Perfect Chaos 3 times, Perfect Chaos basically goes completely mental and goes into his like kind of his pissed off mode. And when he's in pissed off mode, you get this crappy, awful piece of rubbish music when you fight him. I would much rather have "Open Your Heart" in the background. That's the big problem with this game. When you're fighting Perfect Chaos, they changed the song halfway through the boss, and it really annoyed me. I mean, which would you rather listen to? This awful piece of rubbish, or this piece of kick-ass cool music? I know which one I'd vote for. I'm pretty sure you'd vote for the same one as I would. Okay. The other bad thing about this game is Big Story. Big Story is the worst story ever made, period. Big Story in this game sucks so bad. Anyway, that's basically my review over. So, let's go to a rating. Right. The rating for Sonic Adventure on the GameCube and also on the Dreamcast, I give this game, I was to give this game 5 out of 5, but after looking at all the criteria and all that sort of stuff, I'd like to lower the score very slightly. I give this game 4.5 out of 5. This game is almost perfect. There's only 2 things that ruin this game. The fact that they changed the song to the boss halfway through the fight, and Big Story. If those 2 elements were fixed, this game would be perfect. So this game gets a 4.5 out of 5. My next review will be the second in the Sonic Adventure series, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the Nintendo GameCube. So join me for that. So until then, YouTube, bye bye.